G'day trader, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. I'm here to give you another Bitcoin review or an update on my thoughts. And I have been sick with a runny nose and again a sore throat and so on. So bear with me while I speak. I might have to cough here and there, but unfortunately I can't do anything about it. I think I should speak slower, that way I don't agitate my throat. Right now, what I have here is on my left is the 1 hour, or the left top is the 1 hour chart. On my right is Bybit 1 hour chart. And then we've got the 3-day chart and then the 1 day chart on the bottom right. Let's start with the 3-day chart. And we've gone over this in the past. And what's looking like is a bottom RSI level on the 3-day. What we also have is in the past 25k resistance, as you can see, and that resistance is a key level, especially on the daily, and we don't want to lose that. If we lose that, as you can see, it's from that perspective it's bearish. And if you look at from the bottom right chart, we also have this trend line, and so we've got two levels, the trend line and the horizontal. If we lose that, it's going to drop hard, and then I'll be looking for, in my opinion, this trend line again to be support. There is that possibility that this trend line is also different from a non-log scenario, as you see there. So give us a sec. You can see that that wick might actually be further down, and I've got this trend line as well. So we might have a bit more leniency to go down further, which is about 24.5, and that's the extreme. But that doesn't give me confidence. So we have this trend line, and we've seen the response. It's perfectly bouncing off it, but it's also bouncing off this horizontal trend line. So we don't know which one it is that's causing that. Obviously, there is also a few ways of looking at this. So let's look at the smaller time frame. We had this short-term level, so it makes sense. And what it's perceived to be is a descending wedge of some sort. So we had this breakout. What is important from the top right channel on the 1 hourly is this horizontal level along the way. And the way I place my Fibonacci, it is our golden ratio level as well. So we could potentially pull back, and if you notice also, sorry guys, we have the moving averages, which I should have mentioned. I think it's a 21 week weekly SMA. The fact that we broke decisively above it, so when price came up, we broke above it decisively, it's perfectly bounced off it, and then it's doing what it's doing. So that's a good sign. This is the other moving average, and if I was to look at that, there's a 21 weekly EMA. So here is a good chart here on the bottom left. 21 SMA and 21 EMA on the weekly. Historically, when we lose that, we become bearish, and also bullish when we break above it, just like down there. So I don't want to jump all over the place, but I just want to highlight these moving averages are significant as well. In the past, once we break above them, they had their support and so on. So that was very close. I don't like to see this crossover. If we do cross them over on the daily, free daily, then it's likely to go down a lot, and that will mean that we break this RSI level as well. This is my bullish scenario, that we continue up. We might come down a little bit, but continue on. On the small time frame, we could probably even come down to this level, which is the EMA, I believe. No, this one here. Yeah, EMA. So we've got these two moving averages as we broke out the sides above them, we are looking for them to be support. Very nice formation. Here, if we were to do our Fibonacci, look at it from a number of perspectives, and you can see what method I use. It does look like the 618 level, so it does fare up well with our previous support level as well. Here is the absolute support, but short term we have this as support. If we lose that, we've got the wick, so I'm looking for another wick, looking for something with a swing failure pattern, much like these ones here. So that was a good entry to short, but with such a strong move, as this indicates, it's a wave 5. From an alleyway perspective, we're looking for A, B, C, and so this is why I think we might get A, B, C type of scenario. From an alleyway perspective, it's making a lot of sense as well. And when you look at from this perspective, just levels and Fibonacci, it makes sense as well. So it's a bullish scenario at the moment, and what's in our favour is the moving averages. If we lose those moving averages, we are likely to come down more. So if we can't break this trend line, we are coming down more and do another retest, and that looks bearish. So we don't want to see it come back down here and retest this bottom or retest this level here. It's possible, and then we need to be, if we pass that test, then definitely we're going to go strong, and this descending wedge or channel is going to play out. So we've got a lot of things in favor in the bullish scenario. I am still bullish. Here's another main reason that we're not going to go quickly anytime soon, potentially. Here in the past, this took 3 months. I think we're in the 2-month range or a bit more. But the longer it takes, and this is what I think it is a bullish sign. Even though it's pulling back, it is a bullish way it's doing it. Here we also had it, that was a bullish sign as well, and that was a nice bullish divergence. And so here we don't have it, but we might have it just as this comes across. So I'm looking for these traits. The trend lines is very important. We've got the non-log trend line, we have the moving averages, and we've got the Fibonacci. So these are the things that we're looking at. Looking for the next entry, I am looking for a wick of swing failure from here, and then I'll go long. Otherwise, this could range. Our range could be there still for a while, and this will be that retest here potentially. So it could slightly be higher there and then back up. Now, why I think this could possibly happen? It's the shakeout phase. This was a shakeout phase. They try to do as much as they can. What happens with the shakeout phase psychologically? You got to think about it. All these moves up and down, up and down, up and down. It's losing. The whales are buying the Bitcoin. It's a way of accumulating and shaking people out. I haven't sold any Bitcoin on my hodl. The only thing I'm doing is perpetual trades. So I'm looking for small trades, but in general, the hodl stuff is still there. So the focus is on other alts to find out a good bottom. But from a Bitcoin perspective, I am looking, and I'll miss this one, unfortunately, to leverage long with my hodl or margin trade. So I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't implement it. Didn't come to mind at the time, unfortunately. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully it gives you some idea on how to approach this market. And please give me a like and subscribe and a share. And I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.